I'm Kevin Ames with Kevin Ames Photography, talking about finishing photographs, using digital post-production to handle both the planned and unplanned results of a photo shoot. Sometimes a subject is just bigger than they want to be. It's a perfect time to take a little weight off in post-production. Other times, there's product failure. In this case, the corset was too large for the model. In the pose that the art director selected, the clamps pulling it together show. Additionally, her ponytail is too soft for the stark style of the rest of her hair. These are easy things to handle in post-production. We just take them away. One of the most important things is to examine every photograph at 100% so that nothing gets missed. Here's why. Take a look at this part of the photograph. Notice that the gusset of her hose has slipped out beneath her bottoms. Also, part of the garter suspenders is hanging between her legs. Normally, you wouldn't see this on the web. And if it's blown up to a great big huge poster in a trade show, it's going to be embarrassing. So these things want to be fixed, and it's very straightforward to do that if it gets noticed. That's why working at 100% to check everything out is critical. Here's a close-up of the top part of the model. You'll notice that there are freckles on her shoulders and chest, and you can see the hair and one of the clamps. Take a look at how much better it looks with the retouching. It's not a lot of work, and the finishing makes it really brilliant. You might not have noticed her irises have also been brightened to call attention to her face. Sometimes it doesn't happen in the camera. In this particular instance, the dress's edges have been cut off. I love the way the dress flows. That's the base of the photograph. There are some other things. Her face is not sharp because she's not all the way at the top of the jump, right where she gets to the apex of the jump before she starts coming down. She was still going up, so it's not quite sharp. First, the photograph has to be wider to accommodate the new edges of the dress. Where do those edges come from? I save every single photograph I make on a shoot. There's the hero. And what I do is I'll go through and find the pieces that match. In this case, here's the edge for the left-hand side as we look at it, and I'll blend that in. Here's the image for the right-hand side, and I'll blend that in. Much better. Here's the picture for her face. Notice, too, that her hair is fuller just as she's starting to come back down. The dress isn't as pretty, but the face is perfect. So we'll put that in to the original shot. Finishing it out, add a white background, and, well, there's just one more thing. How about a digital mani-pedi? I've colored her fingernails and toenails using the same color as her lipstick. This photograph of musician and PowerCore member Jeff Page was made in my studio. There are two problems with this photograph. One was expected and planned for during the shoot. The other one slipped by everyone completely. Where it came to light was I was showing these to Amy, the model in the red dress, and she said, "I thought it was a great rock and roll concert shot until I noticed the guitar wasn't plugged into the amplifier." Let's address the first part, which is the light stand. Again, using different photographs from the shoot, I found one where it was obscured, and it's a simple job to put that over the light stand. The missing cord is another matter. That meant that I either had to shoot a cord and put it in, or I had to draw one. Which would be the most efficient solution? Making the cord in Photoshop. Adding highlights makes it look round, and then putting a highlight on the cord finishes the job. Let's see how it looks on the guitar. So here's the guitar jack. We'll add the plug, then the cord, the highlights, the highlight on the cord. That highlight tells us that there has to be a shadow underneath the cord on the guitar, so I'll draw that in as well. Atlanta realtor Karen Armstrong used to work for Coldwell Banker. When she changed brokers to Keller Williams, this photograph no longer worked. Usually this would require a reshoot. Fortunately, using advanced retouching techniques, I was able to add the new sign to the old photograph, saving her lots of money. I made a photograph of her sign and added it over the existing image. Once that was done, I lifted Karen and her client off of the original and dropped them back into the new photograph. Post-production saved Karen the cost not only of a reshoot, but the modeling fees as well. A picture is worth 1,000 words. An effective photograph is created by combining planning, photography, and post-production to make a priceless expression of a client's products, services, and their story. To learn more, visit the website KevinAmesPhotography.com. I am Kevin Ames.